With this in mind, let's look at arguments that support the first point, that consciousness is not physical. First is the argument from identity. Now, we know that conscious states, such as a sensation of pain, is correlated with certain brain states like C fibers firing in my brain. We know there's a correlation. But I want to make one thing clear, and that's just because we know the correlations, it does not mean that the two are the same thing. For example, fire causes smoke, but no one would say that fire is the same thing as smoke. So in my view, correlations are actually expected, seeing how there is a soul that is deeply integrated with a body. But, as atheist philosopher Thomas Nagel would say, correlations are not explanations. They are, in fact, the very thing that need explaining. So how do we know that conscious states and brain states, although they are correlated, are the same thing? Well, simple. Because there are things true of my conscious states that are not true of my brain states. Take beliefs, for example. A belief could be true or false, but it makes no sense to say that a region of my brain is true or false. For example, no one's going to look at a brain firing and say, look how true that brain firing is. Similarly, my brain can weigh 3 pounds, but it makes no sense to ask, how many pounds does the thought of this debate weigh? While Matt and I may be having heavy thoughts, we don't need to wear neck braces. Second is that, so consciousness, being immaterial, is not contained in the brain. It is contained in the soul that is correlated with my brain.